What's going on, Nerd Army guys? Welcome to the newest episode of Nerdsmerized. Today, guys, we are going to continue our adventure into the world of Game of Thrones. Today, we are going to continue with season number 3, episode number 9, titled The Reigns of Castamere. So, let's get right into this one, guys. So we start off with Robb talking with Catelyn and explaining to her, I want your opinion on this. I'm going to take Castle Rock. I know it's not the best idea, but you know what? I'm going to take Castle Rock with all the armies from Castle Rock and all the Lannister armies up in the capital. It's the best time to do it. And so he asked her for her opinion, because last time he didn't listen to her opinion. He kind of got fucked over. So she is pretty pumped that her son is actually asking her opinion, and they're talking about how they're going to need Walder Frey's help. So they get to the twins, and Robb makes a formal apology to Walder Frey and his daughters for breaking their oath, breaking their bond. And it seems to be that he's getting over it. He makes Robb actually apologize to all his ugly ass daughters all at once. And then you could see his uncle in the background just putting his head down fuck, they're all ugly. I'm going to get stuck with this ugly girl. But he does so, and then Walder Frey calls Talisa forward and looks at her, and he's like, man, I know why you broke your oath. That's a pretty ass face. And she's probably got a pretty ass, too, under that dress. I've been looking at dresses. I understand what girls hide under dresses. Walder Frey is a fucking old creep for real. So Dany meets with Jorah, Grey Worm, and Daario Naharis, and they make a plan to infiltrate the city and slowly take everyone out and open the gates to allow the army to go in there and siege the entire city and take it over. And so this is all going fine and dandy, but then Lord Barristan's sitting here all hurt, hey, Lord Jorah, you need another hand. You need another sword. And he's like, no, you're the captain of the Queen's Guard. Your ass is going to stay right here next to the Queen and do your job. We got this. So Sam and Gilly are walking, and he tells them there's a secret way through the wall, through one of the old castles. And she's like, how the hell could you know that? And he's like, no, I read it all in a book. And she actually calls him a wizard, which is pretty fucking funny. And Sam's just like, no, I just read. But Sam is super pumped at this comment, and he just yeah, all excited. Love it. So Arya and the Hound cross over this man in the pathway where they're riding, and he has a broken wheel on his cart. So the Hound jumps down, lifts up his cart, and the guy slides the wheel back on, and then the Hound pops him right in the face and knocks him the fuck out and is about to kill him. Arya jumps down and says, no, you will not kill this man. Let him live. And he's like, yeah, well, he's going to talk, blah, blah, blah. She's like, I don't give a shit. Let him live. So the man starts to wake up. Arya grabs something and just knocks his ass out again. I love it. She was just a little thug. And then they move on. So Asha, Hodor, and the rest of the group stop and get some shelter because there's a storm coming, and they find this old tower. They go up in the tower, and they're taking shelter from the rain and the thunder. Jon and the rest of the wildlings show up at this farmer that raises horses for the Night's Watch, and there's a bunch of horses outside, and they need transport. They need horses, so they're about to go raid and kill this motherfucker. And as they're all running towards this dude's house to go murder him and take all his horses and everything else that he has, he might have children, you never know, but they're gonna go kill them all. Jon, as they're running, pulls his sword out and hits it right on the side of a rock to make enough noise to spook the horses and to get the guy to notice that some shit's going on. So the man comes out, he fucking sees the wildlings coming, he jumps on one of his horses, and he jams the fuck out. And I was like, hell yeah, Jon, be a good guy. You could still be a wildling, you could still do all this bullshit, but you're a good person. And I love that Jon's not losing that, regardless of what crew he's running with or what team he's playing for. So Arya and the Hound are sitting there, and she kind of confronts him and plays the my dick is bigger than your dick kind of game with the Hound, which is fucking hilarious because the Hound does not put up with that shit. But so she's like, yeah, you know what? I know you're terrified of the fire, and it's because your brother burned your face like a fucking mutton chop, you little bitch. And he turns around and he's like, all right, I know what's going to piss this girl off. Yeah, what about Ned Stark getting his head cut off, little girl? And she's like, you know what, motherfucker? I'm going to kill you one day. I'm going to run a sword through your goddamn eye and out the back of your skull. And I'm like, Arya, you are such a gangster. Holy shit. This guy can take bigger shits than you. I mean, basically he takes a dump. It's probably bigger than Arya's whole body. It's fucking crazy, but she has no fucks given. And she just puts her fucking big imaginary cock on the table and says, what now, bitch? All right, so then we go back to the group, Hodor and everybody, and they're locked up in this tower, and the thunder is starting to get crazy outside, and Hodor's freaking out. He's terrified of the thunder, and so he's making a lot of noise as the wildlings chase the old man right down by the base of the tower, and so he's making all this fucking noise, and so Bran just can't do it. He can't do it. He starts like trying to calm him down. He's freaking out a little bit, trying to calm him down. Boom, he goes warging out. He starts taking over Hodor's body and gets him to calm down. And you could tell that this does not happen very often because Jojen is sitting there like, what the fuck? You're warging into a human? Like, holy shit, how do you do that? Like, he doesn't understand. Like, this shit's going down right now. He controls Hodor, calms his ass down, and it is just intense. And then we go flash down to the floor where Jon is with the wildlings chasing the old man, and they're going to force Jon to kill the old man. So he's getting ready to chop this old man's head off with his Valyrian steel sword. It's pretty intense. But Jon ultimately refuses, and they call him, yeah, he's still a fucking crow. But Ygritte doesn't care. She's going to stand by her man. And so she and Jon start fighting off all the wildlings, and it is fucking awesome. So at this point, Bran wargs out, takes control of Ghost, Jon's wolf, and starts using him to fight the wildlings as well and help Jon out, which is pretty gangster. Bran is just fucking these fools up after he wasn't sure he could do it, but Jojen assured him, you can fucking do it. You just control a human, motherfucker. Control the wolf and kill these sons of bitches. And he starts working these fools over. Jon kills the wildling warg, and as the warg is dying, he calls the eagle and wargs into the eagle, and the eagle starts fucking hacking Jon up and cutting his ass up. Jon snags a horse and gets the fuck out of there. But he forgot Ygritte. She was sitting there fighting her own people for him, and he just leaves her? She's pissed. So Jorah, Grey Worm, and Daario Naharis all get into the city with Daario like being a recognizable face. He gets them to open the gate. He goes in there, kills the guards, calls for him. They go in there, and a grip of fucking fools show up. Like all these fucking guards show up and just start coming after him. And the three of them drop all these motherfuckers like it was no problem, like it was their fucking job. Well, technically it is their job, but they fucking work these fools over, and then just more and more keep coming, and I'm like, damn, these fools are gonna die or they're gonna kill every one of these motherfuckers. So first we see at the wedding, at the twins, we see all the Stark men outside getting fucking drunk and fucking around with each other, fighting and wrestling, just having a good time and enjoying their relaxation period where they're going to a wedding. But these guys are out here just getting drunk. Then we flash inside to the wedding, and it's a cute little ceremony. And as Rob's uncle's standing up there, he's waiting for his bride. He sees this gorgeous woman appear, like, oh, holy shit, like she is way prettier than all the ugly twats that we saw earlier. Where the fuck was he hiding her? We officially find out from Jojen that the other wargs cannot control people. Only Bran can. So Bran is like on another level Jedi Master motherfucker already. He doesn't even know how to use his powers yet. Not fully. Look at Bran being a big motherfucking badass. So the three amigos that were just taking over the city on their own basically come back to Dany and basically say, okay, the city's yours, my queen. And I'm like, holy shit. I was like, how many fools did they kill? And let alone get to help them. I mean, I don't even know if they even opened the gates and brought the army. I think these fools just made everyone fucking shit their britches so much that they're just like, fuck it. Like, we join you. Peace. We flash to the wedding party and everybody is having a great time. We also find out that Lord Bolton is married to one of Frey's daughters. And now, Frey's daughter that he married, he was told, you marry one of my daughters, I'll give you her weight in gold. So he picked the fattest one that he could. He fattened her ass up more, so he got more money. It's kind of smart. I mean, if you phrase a fucking deal like that, girl, eat some cake, want some bread? Let's get you all them carbs. Let's plump you up, girl. Then they start the bedding ceremony, and the bride and groom are walked out of the room and escorted to their chambers to get it on, get some poontang, get it cracking, get this marriage official. And as they leave, the doors are barred. And then the music changes to this really ominous fucking sound. And no one notices but Catelyn. And I'm like, oh, fuck, what is going on? What in the hell is happening right now? But a really touching moment happens before all this, and Talisa and Rob talk about their baby. Now, if it's a boy, Talisa has chosen the name, and Rob's like, I should be able to choose the name myself. And she's like, I want to name him Eddard. And I'm like, Oh shit, she's bringing up Ned Stark. It's about to get emotional. I start tearing up. I'm like, oh my god, it's so touching. And she's like, you're gonna teach little Ned how to ride a horse and how to hunt. And I'm just like, oh my god, this is amazing. Talisa, you're the shit. Right away, I knew I loved this girl, but she is awesome. Ned for life, bitches. So Arya and the Hound show up with that dude's wagon full of like meat and shit and wine for the feast, but they're turned away saying the feast is already over, the wedding's over, go ahead and turn your fucking ass around. Arya's not cool with this because she's like this close to getting to her mom and her brother. She's going in, fuck it. So she sneaks away from the Hound. The Hound's like, fucking little bitch, god damn it, he's gotta go save her life again. Then the most fucked up shit ever happens, and I know why they call this the Red Wedding, because holy fuck, this guy walks up and starts shanking Talisa in the stomach, killing the baby instantly, basically killing Talisa, and she's dying. And then Robb gets shot with a bunch of bolts. Catelyn gets shot with a crossbow bolt. All their men get their throats slit, get their fucking asses killed inside the room. And it's like, holy shit, Walder Frey is not cool with their new alliance. He is pissed his daughter ain't gonna be the queen. And holy fuck, shit is going down. Talisa got stabbed in the fucking gut, man. She got stabbed with the baby. I was pissed. I was like, oh, what the fuck just happened? So Arya sees a bunch of Starkmen in the courtyard right outside the wedding hall actually being slaughtered. And she's like, what the fuck? She looks over and she sees a cage area where Robb's wolf is caged up. So she starts making her way over there to release his wolf to help because she knows something's going on. The wolf knows something's going on because Robb's not here. The wolf's freaking out. So she starts to head over there just to see a bunch of men from Walder Frey's crew roll up and start blasting the wolf and kill Robb's wolf. Like, what the fuck? Like, shit is going down hard. Arya, get the fuck out of there before you have to join them in death. The Hound finds Arya and he knocks her the fuck out because he knows this little girl's not going to leave willingly. He knocks her out, picks her up, and carries her the fuck out. They are getting out of there because he knows what's going down. He realizes they're probably already dead with all the Starkmen getting murdered. Robb and his mom are probably already dead. Get the fuck out of there. Take her, the Hound. Hound, get her the fuck out of there. So Robb, full of arrows, finds the strength to get up and walk to his wife. He walks over to Talisa just to see her dead body. He tries covering the baby where all the holes are, man. It's sad as hell. And Robb is just sitting there dying. And Catelyn's like, you know what? Fuck this. She runs up, grabs Walder Frey's wife, who's hiding under the table by his feet, pulls her the fuck out, puts a knife to her throat and says, you let him walk the fuck out of here, Walder, or I'll cut your wife's fucking throat. He's like, I can find another wife. And I'm like, this motherfucker, really? Really, bitch? Robb stands up, turns around, trying to tell his mother to stop, and he's not leaving. And Lord Baldwin walks up and shanks him in the fucking heart, stabs him in the damn heart. Robb is dead. Catelyn freaks the fuck out, screams as loud as she can, slits Walder Frey's wife's throat, and then Catelyn's throat is slit. Holy fuck, guys. This was intense. This was fucked up. Robb's dead. Talisa's dead. Catelyn's dead. The Stark army's dead. Guys, I might need a minute. Alright guys, what was your favorite part of this episode? Mine personally was the most fucked up part I've seen so far in this goddamn show is what, besides Ned Stark's head getting cut off, is Robb, his mother, and the rest of the Stark army being fucking murdered, dude. This was intense. This was fucked up. The Red Wedding, I know why everyone calls it the Red Wedding now. This is so fucked up. Alright guys, let me know how you handled that. Me, I broke the fuck down. I was like, what the fuck? The whole time I was pissed after crying because she was going to name the baby Ned. And I'm like, oh no, fuck you guys. But guys, let me know your thoughts on this episode down in the comments down below. What was your favorite part? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel so you can keep up with all the videos we put out every week. And I will see you next time right here on Nerdsmerized for some more Game of Thrones. All right, guys. Peace out.